Welcome to Maroon Talk, the only segment dedicated for anything and everything UP fighting Maroons. I am Fimran, batch 2010 from UP Los Baños. And welcome to episode 200 of Maroon Talk. This is going to be a State of the UAAP episode talking about the big games we had over the weekend. Um, First of all, we discussed that UP game to open up this weekend. Yesterday, UE won again against NU, a struggling NU Bulldog side, 57 to 51. And earlier we saw LaSalle defeat UST 88 to 67. And lastly, one big game to end this weekend's games. FEU finally getting their first win of UAP season 87, 66 to 65 over the Ateneo Blue Eagles. Okay, what's up? Let's try to break it down. Let's talk about the FEU game first, then the UE game, and then lastly the Sal USD game. Okay, but before we get into that, if you guys are new to State of the UAP or Maroon Talk, please do subscribe to this channel to know more about the UAP. And if you guys want to talk about UAP topics, all right. If you want to order shirts, we have Maroon merch. Please head on over to our Facebook page and check out how to order via our Google form. All right. Please subscribe. Oh, let's talk about that UE NU game yesterday. Sa akin, probably the hottest team right now in the UAP would be the UE Red Warriors. Even hotter than the UP Fighting Maroons, I would say. Sa ngayon, they are now on a 3-game winning streak. 3 big wins at that. I say na mas mainit sila sa UP yun kasi lahat ng games sila hard fought. So, kumbaga they had to double their effort each and every game. They won. Well, sa UP din naman, but I believe it took more effort with regards to that UE team for them to get their 3-game winning streak going. So they beat FEU, they beat LaSalle, and now they beat NU. More or less in a span of a week or so. So again, stepping up for UE yesterday is John Abate. John Abate, my X factor for the UE Red Warriors. Stepping up again. See, that's the reason why I chose him to be my X factor. Kasi nga, he has the potential to step up and lead this team to where they are now. So if he clicks, given the Momo way production, they're gonna get results. So that's good. He led the team with 15 points, 6 rebounds, with 3 turnovers in 30 minutes of play yesterday. Kasi up next to him is Welo Lingo na with 8 points, 2 of 6 from downtown, 1 crucial 3 in the fourth quarter, in the end game, and 1 in the first quarter. So that's pretty much what he did. And 2 free throws. Galang with 7, Gerald Wilson with 6, Maga with 6, 2 big 3-pointers for Maga as well. Or baka I think Maga was injured as well in this game. I heard na he had a sprained ankle yesterday in practice, but he pushed through to play. I think he got his minutes late in the fourth already. Of course, Momoway with 5 points, 2 of 9 field goal shooting for Momoway. 20 rebounds though. 3 assists. Fikes, 3 points and 2 points for Malaga. So, steady, UE attack, giving them their 3rd straight win. On the other side, Steve Nash Enriquez with 9 points, Manansala with 8, Humamoy with 8, Padrones with 8, Don Lim with 6, Figueroa with 4 points only. Check this. Jake Figueroa finished with 4 points only the whole game, shooting 2 of 8 from the field, 0 of 2 from downtown, no free throws in 32 minutes of play. Okay, ngayon ko lang nakita to ah. Did anyone else see this? Jake Figueroa finishing with only 4 points in that game. Kaya pala hirap na hirap sila. I can't remember properly if na-focus yung depensa kay Figueroa. Pero parang hindi naman. Kasi he was able to jack up 8 attempts naman. Uh, yeah, no free throw attempts. He wasn't able to get the foul line. He had 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 turnovers. So magiging hirap talaga yung NU kapag ganyan yung magiging output ni Jake Figueroa. If I remember correctly, my X factor for the NU Bulldogs. Tama ba ako? Please comment down below. O baka si Humamo yung pinili ko. If you guys remember, please comment down below. Sino pinili ko sa NU? Patrick Yu, no points. 0 out of 4 from downtown. 0 out of 5 from field goal range. And again, Tebol Garcia, 6 minutes here. Still finding his way into the rotation as a rookie. Okay, so Nash Enriquez with 2 out of 7 from downtown. That's a lot of attempts. Humamoy 1 out of 7 as well from downtown. Don Lim 2 out of 7 from downtown, giving them a measly 7 out of 31 attempts from 3-point range. That's not 22%, 23% 3-point shooting percentage. From field goal range, only 25% for NU. 16 out of 64. So if you guys watch the game, check out how or paano nahirapan yung NU to go up against and make their shots against UE. So on the contrary, medyo similar din for UE. 19 out of 61 field goals, converting 31% of their field goals. But also similar 3-point range, 3-point attempts and makes. 8 out of 27 for UE. That's 30% 3-point shooting. Four less attempts compared to NU. And 1 conversion, still giving them a higher percentage. In terms of rebounds, UE out-rebounded NU 51 to 46 as a team. Assists 12 for UE, 10 for NU. Turnovers 12 for NU, 15 for UE. But then they still came up with a win. Fouls 25 for NU, 21 for UE. Free throws 12 out of 18 for NU, 11 out of 18 for UE. So dikit. What's standing out for me here is that the minimal production from Jake Figueroa and Palacielo, 1 out of 9. Palacielo not showing up. Palacielo and Figueroa not showing up in this game. Could probably explain or could be the bigger factors of how NU lost this game. You cannot win a game for the Bulldogs at least with Figueroa and Palacielo not contributing. Okay, may sina. Okay, sige, pwede naman eh. Meron naman silang ibang mahuhugot like Steve Nash, Umamoy, Manansala, Padrones, but mukhang kulang eh. okay, they can contribute their own. Pero pag inalat or minalas sila sa shooting, hirap pa rin yung NU. So, if the others don't step up in terms of rebounding, in terms of playmaking, assists, defense, defense na lang. Siguro, sabihin natin defense na lang. If you look at it, though dikit yung stat na to, UE still made three more field goals compared to NU 16. For free throws, similar, dikit pa rin. Um, siguro, breaks of the game na lang. Tawag dito. UE just made bigger shots down the stretch, hence giving them a more timely run to win the game. But the problem is, yung UE, yung NU, sa akin lang, I mean, it's easier said than done na, okay, Figueroa should step up like this, should produce more points. Palacelo should produce more points. Pero yun talaga yung reality. Putting it straight up, yun yung nagkulang sa NU in this game. Kasi kung titignan mo, their top scorers, Steve Nash Enriquez, 2 out of 7 from field goals. Jolo Manansalo, 2 out of 6 from field goal. Reynard Humamoy, 2 out of 10 from field goal range. So, at least these top 3 players, their top scorers, NU's top scorers for this game, all 3 had bad, dismal field goal shooting. On the average, nasa ano lang sila, siguro 25% to field goal percent. Considering na sa dami ng inattempt nila from the field. So in a way, they got their shots. They got good looks, I would say. I was able to see some good looks from Humamwe, from Enriquez, Sala as well. Ang problema, hindi lang nahuhulog. So kung hindi nahuhulog yun, just like as we saw from UP yesterday, the others should step up. The next man up should step up. Kung sino man yung hindi malas, sana, yun yung mahugot. Kaya lang, again, I know it's easier said than done, but if they want to win, they should convert. Minsan, ang mapapansin ko at least dito sa lower teams from 4 to 8 this season is that medyo nagiging trend yung bad field goal percentages nila. So that's from UE all the way down to FEU. You know, us minsan we tend to overcomplicate things in basketball, stating na for teams to win, ang daming dapat should be defense, should be rebounding to focus on to get wins. Pero minsan kasi kung isipin lang din natin, at least seeing these teams, minsan paramihan lang talaga na shoot din yung yung paraan para manalo. I mean, I know there's so much more dynamics in order for teams, especially in the UAP, to get wins each and every game. Pero one glaring stat or observation, at least, yeah, siguro stat na rin, you can compare. The lowly bracketed teams, mas sumama yung field goal shooting nila. I'm talking about sila UE, Adamson, FEU, UST din siguro with their loss kanina. Actually, minsan nga sila Lasal din eh. Lasal din minsan nahihirapan in terms of making their shots, but in a way, they get to convert still. Ateneo having a hard time. Sino pa hindi ko nabanggit? NU. considering that these players are scorers coming out of high school. You got sige, Bahay, FEU Pasaol, Alforque, Estacio, NU, Humamoy, Enriquez, Garcia at that. UST with Padrigao, uh, si Cabanyero talagang volume shooter siya. So, he gets to make big shots still. UE, not really sure about UE, but they got some scores there as well. Uh, yun. Kung papansin nyo, kasi tingnan nyo, kung yung scoring na lang, if you check out the final score, NU finishing with only 51 points for the whole game, after the whole game, and UE finishing with 57 points. Total. These are totals. These are at the end of these are full game score lines. UST Lasal, 88 for Lasal, 67 for UST. Probably yung 88 ng Lasal kanina, if I'm not mistaken, could be the highest season high uh point total for a team for UAP season 87. Correct me if I'm wrong. Then yung FEU Ateneo as well. 66 for FEU, 65 for Ateneo at the end of overtime. So kumbaga that's 4.5 quarters with both teams not even reaching 70 points. In considering nag-overtime pa sila. Okay, let's head on over to that game, okay? FEU and Ateneo. Earlier, FEU finally getting their elusive first win under Sean Chambers. Congrats to you guys. Player of the game was Joric Bautista, 18 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 6 out of 12, 1 out of 4 from downtown, 3 out of 4 from free throw range. Alforque with 12 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 10 points for Konate, 18 rebounds. So that's a double-double for him. 1 assist, 3 turnovers, 1 block. 10 points for John Ray Pasaol. 8 rebounds for him. 1 assist, 4 turnovers for Pasaol. 2 steals. Also 10 points for VJ Pre. 10 rebounds, 3 turnovers. So you get 5 players from FEU scoring in double digits. 2 players, namely Pre and Konate, finishing with double doubles. I'm seeing a good core here for these FEU Tamaraws. Pre, finally clicking, but yeah, okay, sige, not bad, not bad. 4 out of 7 field goals, in 40 minutes of play. So, and he was able to give, nice, yung mga magandang one-on-one moves kanina, which was really, really impressive. So, shout out to you, VJ Pre. Minsan mapaisip ako bakit super rookie yung tawag sa kanya. Siguro, we know what he's capable of. Okay, yeah, we know that. Siguro we just have to see it pa here in the seniors. Alam natin magaling siya. He's big. He can move. He got skills for his size. And what's this? Siguro we just have to he just has to prove his worth more here in the UAP. Considering na they got their first win only just now. And kung magtuloy-tuloy yan. And kung magtuloy-tuloy itong klaseng laro ng FEU, they could get more wins. Finally. Again, see, Joric Bautista, producing this kind of number. Ito yung sinasabi kong pag-step up. na kailangan from Joric Bautista. If I'm not mistaken again, he was probably my pick for X Factor for FEU Tamaraws. It's nice seeing him step up that way uh in on the team. Also in the clutch sa overtime it was Joric Bautista scoring 11 of the last 20 points for FEU. Uh this is from the fourth quarter. He was the only one. Tama ba to? He was the only one who made a three. He was 1 out of 4 from downtown. The rest of the team was 0 out of 12 for FEU. They shot 1 out of 16 from downtown. Hence, again, proving my point na yung other teams have been struggling with shooting in itself. But then again, you can argue na, okay, these are college players. They're still not in the pros. So talagang pahirapan. Which is true. Tama din naman. But then if you want to compete against UP, you really have to improve your field goal percentage. For Ateneo, masama din. I mean, 21 out of their 75 attempts from the field, finishing with a 28% field goal shooting. From downtown, this was what made them stay in the game. They made 13 out of 43 attempts from downtown. Check that. 13 made three-pointers out of 43 attempts from the three-point line. That is 30%. Which is actually not bad. Considering na that's 13 made three-pointers compared to FU's only 1. Ateneo had the upper hand come halftime with FEU 27, Ateneo 32. So leading by 4. But in the third quarter, FEU stepped up, scoring 13 points, while Ateneo only scoring 9. And in the fourth, which FEU should have already won had they not committed yung mga silly turnovers down the stretch, which led them to overtime. 11 points for FEU, 10 for Ateneo in the fourth quarter. And check this, in overtime, mas malaki pa nga yung score ng both teams. Mas malaki yung score ng both teams comparing it to the fourth quarter. 15 points for FEU, Ateneo scoring 14. But if you think about this, mga 11 lang to for Ateneo kasi naka 3 points lang dun si Tuan in the end game. Pero yeah, Joric Bautista stepping up like that could lead him to becoming a superstar in this league, which he should be. So now we know he's capable of doing such. We just have to see it now on a consistent basis. And that would lead FEU into greater heights once he is capable of being consistent like this. Because he has the support system to back it up. Konate has been solid, at least for FEU. Nagulat nga ako kanina when he got fouled. Apparently, maganda pala yung free throw shooting niya. Making Mo Konate converting 2 out of 2 from the free throw line. And considering his free throw percentage the whole season, nasa 70% pala, which is they'll take that for that type of field goal shooting for their FSA. Why not? And these were two crucial free throws that he made. And the rest, sila Daa, the Young Guns, Montemayor, Ona. Si Ona dapat alam ko veteran to eh. Dapat, you should be doing better. Baguno as well. But, siguro na-overpower sila nila pre. Ni pre in itself. Siya lang. And ko natin, getting bulk of the minutes from for the FEU front line. But, they have to contribute, I think, better once they are on the floor. Pero siguro nga naman, mas defense sila, mas sa rebounding sila asahan. Which is okay. Sige. Now for Ateneo, it was Chris Kuhn leading the way with 12 points, 4 rebounds, 11 points for Jared Bahay, 7 assists, 3 rebounds, 1 steal, 11 points for Chris Porter. Nabawi naman niya yung mga 3-point niya nung 3-point attempts niya nung fourth quarter. 11 points, 9 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. He was 3 out of 10 from downtown. Jared Bahay was 1 out of 10 from downtown. Chris Kuhn was 3 out of 7 from downtown. Gamber, 2 out of 5. Bongo, 0 out of 2. So, ang daming in-attempt. 20 attempts from Jared Bahay and Chris Porter. If isasama si Kuhn dyan, 27 agad. So, I mean, if you don't call this live and die by a 3, I don't know what is. Comparing it to UE, as a live and die by the 3 team, they only attempted 27 3-pointers last game, yesterday. And Ateneo attempted 43. That's a lot of 3-pointers, man. Which kept them in the game. Okay. FEU led by as much as 10, while Ateneo had a big lead had their biggest lead at 8. Starters points pa rin talaga for Ateneo, 49. FEU had 32 starters points. So, mostly Kuhn, Bahay, Kitevis had some. Second chance points, dikit naman. FEU had 12, Ateneo had 8. For rebounds, 56 rebounds for FEU, 42 only for Ateneo. Assists, 19 for Ateneo, 5 only for FEU. Turnovers, 18 for FEU, 8 for Ateneo. So again, this could be another factor for Ateneo for keeping the game close. Only 8 turnovers for them. And FEU going by as much as 18. So yeah, nice to see finally FEU getting their first win. Again, if Jorge Bautista steps up like this, they would go to greater heights. He just has to be consistent. And if VJ Pre becomes consistent with him as well, once he gets this groove in the seniors ranks, kabahan din dapat yung ibang team. Okay, so that's FEU and Ateneo for you guys. Finally, let's talk about LaSalle UST. Oof. Final score was 88-67. It was kind of close still nung third quarter. So dikit ng first quarter 19-18 favor of LaSalle. Second quarter 17-12 in favor of LaSalle. Third quarter 25 points for LaSalle, 22 for UST in favor of LaSalle siyempre. In fourth quarter, ito na yung lumayo yung LaSalle. LaSalle scored 27 points while UST only scored 15. I would attribute this to lapses in the UST defense on how LaSalle was able to score this much points. It was porous. It was bad in the fourth, I would say. Napabayaan ng UST yung game. because they were not making stops in the fourth quarter, which led to Lasal win. On the other end, Lasal played better defense, which gave them more shots, and luckily for them, doon na doon na sila nakaka-shoot with those attempts that they got. If you talk about the turnovers, had 16 turnovers while Lasal had 17. So medyo dikit. So marami pa rin yung Lasal. In terms of rebounding, 29 for UST, 56 for Lasal. So if you're gonna dissect this, there were a lot of attempts on the UST side which gave Lasal which missed which gave Lasal more opportunities to get the ball on their end. So if you think about the field goal percentage, actually medyo okay naman. 26 out of 66 for UST with a 39% field goal percentage, which is actually good. The problem is, Lasal did it better. 31 out of 71 for Lasal, finishing with a 44% field goal percentage. So, if marami yung sa UST, and okay naman yung ano nila, yung percentage, mas marami lang yung sa Lasal, and mas naka-convert sila ng mas marami. 3-pointers, 10 out of 31 for UST, that's 32%. Lasal, 8 out of 22, 36%. So, mas marami pa rin 3-pointer yung na-shoot ng UST. Yung Pedals. But, more or less, yun nga, I would say it's a defense ng UST na kaya lumamang yung Lasal ng ganun. They kept the game close from the first to the third quarter. But come the fourth, nag-buckle down na. And it was, if they were making runs, it was too late. And napapatay agad ng Lasal with their own baskets. Ang napansin ko kanina, UST, nung lamang na yung Lasal, UST was trying to make a run. But the problem was, after they make their basket, walang press na nagaganap. And they were down by like what, 10, 9, 7 points? Which then eventually became bigger. Naging 15, naging 20. Okay, so yun yung napansin ko. Nung patapos yung game, nung fourth quarter, USC wanted to try to make a run. Ang problema, they weren't following it up with defense. They make a big basket, let's say a 3 by Padrigaw, Asido, Cabanyero. The problem is, they just go down to a zone defense for their half-court defense. So, with that, parang walang pressure in terms of Lasal's end. If that makes sense. I mean, that's just my observation. If you guys think otherwise, if you guys thought that was effective, please try to convince me. Otherwise, kasi it didn't work out for UST. Doon sila lumamang eh. Ay, doon sila naiwan ng Lasal no fourth quarter, and parang they just inasa na lang nila sa offense sila kung makahabol sila or what. Nick Cabanyero now top scoring this game with 16 points, 15 points for Padrigaw. Asido now stepping up with 9 points. That's 3 3-pointers. Manaytay was struggling. 8 points, 5 for Tongkara, 5 for Lemit. 5 points and 5 rebounds for Mo Tongkara. This is what I was saying last game. If Mo Tongkara produces, UST most likely gets the win. Mo Tongkara did not produce in this game. Hence, they did not win the game. So, for now, my thesis statement is still holding up. So, if Tongkara is inexistent, whether it be foul trouble, whether it be an off night, mahihirapan ng UST. Limit, 5 points. Danting had a good start, 5 points. Robinson, 2 points. Shisley with 2 points. And wala na. Kyle Paranada, 5 minutes only. Mahmoud getting his minutes. Jello Crisostomo, one of the POGs from the earlier games, 0 points. Pangilinan, 0 points. Ecolaro with 0 points. So, parang bumalik dito yung yung UST ng 84 and 85, even 86, na puro Nick Cabanyero lang. And that isn't enough for UST. But still, I believe na this UST team will bounce back and be a contender this season. So, for me, this game that they experienced parang just gave them more experience as a team, as a unit. So, hopefully, they get to learn from this and gel more as a team and learn from it heading to the second round, being more effective as a team and beating the bigger teams. Okay, so for Lasal naman, Mike Phillips, top scoring with 12, Marasigan with 11, Kiambao with 10. Double-double for Mike Phillips, 12 points, 18 rebounds, 2 assists. Marasigan with 11, 2 rebounds, 2 turnovers. Kevin Kiambao with 10 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 turnovers for Kevin Kiambao. Raven Gonzalez with 10 points, 5 rebounds. 10 points for Makalalag. And yeah, Agunane with 7, 4 rebounds. I don't know what's up with Henry Agunane. CJ Austria, seeing some minutes from him, 6 points. 6 big points for CJ Austria. I think this was, they were making a run to the end game. 6 points for EJ Guliena. Dungo with 6 points only as well, but these were timely passes for him. Joshua David, 4 points only. 8 assists though. 7 rebounds. Doing a little bit of everything. Joshua David. My ex-for Lasal. So yun. Okay naman. I mean, you're Lasal, you should be happy with this win. Coming off tough the past hard 2 games for UST, UE and FEU for Lasal. So seeing, if you're a Lasal fan and seeing this type of winning by as much as 21, you'd be happy to get back on your winning ways and having another convincing win. And again, as I mentioned, if I'm not mistaken, this is the highest point total of any team this season. So yeah, that is what's that? Game day weekend number 4 or 3 for UAP season 87. This is the final week of round 1 for UAP season 7. I've been hearing na yung round walang parang some sort of break heading to round 2, parang tuloy-tuloy lang. Because of Aguilas OQT. No. Qualifier come November, which I don't know why they have to make room for that again. Anyway, so yun, tuloy-tuloy lang tayo. There's 2 games left for each team to close out the first round, and it's gonna get even more interesting in the coming days. So Wednesday, it's UP versus UST. And the following Sunday is UP Lasal na. So UST will still face us and Ateneo, I think. Yeah. So yeah. So interesting. So hopefully, let's see if UE continues their hot streak, or FU gets their second win and third win. Will Ateneo get their groove back? Will NU finally get their groove back as well? Let's see. UST, how will UST bounce back from this loss? UP din. Two tough games remaining for UP in the first round. So, malalaman natin. Yun. If you guys are tired, marami pa mangyayari this season. Season 87 is proving to be one of the toughest UAP seasons as of late, considering the timing of the games and the matchups we've been seeing. So yeah, hang on, guys. May pa mangyayari. Stay tuned. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do subscribe. And shirts are available. Hopefully I get to watch a live game soon. So yeah, kita-kits tayo sa games. And the UAP is a blessing to all of us. So let's just enjoy every moment of it, especially this season 87. It's just magical at that. See you guys soon. Peace. Stay safe.